The abuse started by a member in my household when I was 4. I stood up and stopped the abuse when I was 7. It was just pushed under the rug. That's when my grades started to tank. I started to get headaches on a daily basis. I started to exhibit OCD and anxiety. I went to college and I was finally away from my abuser. I was carefree, and that's who my husband fell in love with. But then when we got married, I flipped a switch and all the trauma came up. All of these things I had never dealt with were floating around in my brain, and I could see how they were affecting every aspect of my life. I went and I got on meds, went and started seeing a therapist. I felt like I was giving my 110% in every single area that I could come up with, and it wasn't enough. I still ended up being institutionalized for suicide. I decided to go running. There was one song, and then the very first commercial after was a commercial for the Saprea retreat. I filled out the application right there on the trail. It was really interesting when I first went to retreat and they kept saying survivor. I didn't feel like I was a survivor. I felt like I was an endurer, like I had endured these things, but survive carries this idea of triumph, of overcoming. At the beginning of the year, I will be celebrating 3 years crisis-free, and a large part of that is because of Saprea retreat.